Welcome back to another episode of Lost Lands Sand Captivity Collector's Edition, and I am your host, Survival Man 1, of course. So, with this, of course, we're going to go ahead and continue on with the story, and if there is a mini game that I can't complete, I will show you a tutorial on how to get it done the correct way without having to skip and have an issue of some problematic situations. But if I end up skipping and you're still doing the mini game, go ahead and pause the video and then continue from right where I'm at, and if that's possible. Okay, moving on. Alright, we're going to play the main game, and we will be doing the bonus level as well once we get to it, of course. So, while we're here, we're going to go ahead and go in here, but to kind of keep an eye on things, just kind of look around, making sure that you don't miss a thing here. Okay? Keep that in mind. Try not to miss and overlook things. Okay? Keep that in mind. Alright, so with that, we're gonna go right here.
Marin couldn't have gone far without a wand. He really is somewhere in the academy. But where?
Alright, we need to grab this thing. Alright, so while we're here in this particular realm of this room, okay, so keep in mind, look for a morphing object for starters. If you look here on this desk, you will see it sitting there. Ladies and gentlemen, right here. Okay? Now next, it's an interesting object, so if we can find this particular interesting time object, mind you, it's a type of sand timer, more or less an hourglass, sitting right there. Okay? So, with that, to get inside this chest, like I said, we need to figure out how to get it exactly like this. Okay? To get it exactly like that can be problematic. So, let's go ahead and try to do that. Okay? So let's go ahead and kind of, figure out how to get it to do exactly what we need to do with it. So we did that. And puzzle solved, just like that. Okay? Now, that is opened. But now we just need to figure out how to get inside that. We are missing one gem. And that sits right here. Okay, let's go ahead and pick it. And let's get this raven. Okay? We have a bull, we have a deer, and we have a raven. Okay? We will go to that one area at some point. So let's go ahead and put the gems inside, and here we go. Now let's go ahead and grab this and sit back and watch.
Marin?
Alright, so we found a very interesting secret compartment. Looks like. Okay? But we'll get to that in here in a second. Once we figure out how to get into it, we will. So, we are going to go ahead and grab this wand. And that's it for the table. However, we're going to go to this map real quick. Go to the plains. And go to Marin's hut. Which sits abandoned now, since he no longer lives here. Supposedly. Okay? So now we have a bull. We have a deer. And we have a raven. Okay? All we now need is a bear. And whatever's inside that may surprise you. So that will come handy later. I don't know what and how and when or where for that matter it would be sitting. So let's go here. Let's go ahead and activate the wand perspective. So as it's shown in the image, follow my steps. You'll be able to solve this pretty easy. If you do it right, you'll be able to solve it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and finally 12.
Susan, I had no doubt that you would find me. Is the world in danger again? I haven't heard anything about it yet.
Except for my world. Jim brought back an artifact of the lost lands from the excavations. It was cursed and turned Jim into a sand statue.
It's good that you have much more time here to save your son than you have on Earth. I remember a story about a similar curse.
Please tell me that it ended well, that there was a cure and everyone got better.
I don't know. I remember that a tribe of centaurs in the Darkwoods has suffered from such a curse. You can go there and look for them. In the meantime, I'll look under every rock for information that can help Jim.
Thank you. Does a dolmen lead to the Darkwoods? Does it have a rune?
Yes, but we lost our rune long ago. The library should have information on how to create it. It won't be hard compared to other things you've done.
Alright, so now we need to find some grain of information on how to create such dolmen. Okay? Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and open this up. Okay? And we're going to figure out which one is highlighted. Okay? We're going to go over here. We're going to check this. And the green check mark is what you're looking for. Okay? Once you have found what you're looking for, then you know exactly where to look. Okay? We're going to check this to make sure, because we walked right past it. Alright, this area may be promising. Yep, a green check mark came about. Whoa, come on! Alright, we're gonna get this hairpin, because that might come in handy. Dolmen Ruins of the Lost Lands. So, that was number 12. Okay? So we're going to go over here to number 12. And there we go. Making a rune for the Dolomon. You will need a troll stone to make a rune. Runes made of this material are the most predictable. Smoothly grind the stone so that it fits perfectly into the hole of the Dolomon. Engrave the symbol you need on the surface of the stone using the dragon's tooth. Pour it with juice of the portal fruit, and the finished rune can be used immediately. I do have that written down on a notebook, so that way I don't have to constantly look at that recipe. So I have it written down on a notebook pad, so I can look at that when it's time to make it. So, alright, we're gonna get out of this library of creepiness. So, with that, we do have a hairpin. So, we're gonna go back as far as we can. We're gonna keep going, of course. Okay, we're gonna go over here to the horse. But we're not going to go looking at the horse for that matter. We're going to go and pick this lock. And inside we have a bust. We're going to need that and the pickaxe, of course. And that's it for this area. Okay. I made a mistake of hitting the wrong button. But we will go to the Academy of the Plains, Academy of the Magicians. So we're gonna go in here. Alright.
It's good when no one is there. I can sweep the area if I want to. Or I can wipe the dust if I want to. Good.
Paper and pencil, because that's going to be needed at some point. Okay? And in here, we're going to go ahead and put the bust without looking at the book. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place this one here. We're going to place this one on the end. And then place that like that. And I believe one of these is wrong. Okay, so there's got to be some sort of clue because I can't really understand. Oh, here we go. Finally. All right, inside this we have what? Okay. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the main area here. To this little hut here. We're gonna go ahead and unlock set thing here. This raindrop, of course, is gonna be doing that. Alright, now it took me a while to understand this particular puzzle, so to do this right, you would have to follow my steps, okay? Okay? You want to make sure you're doing this correct. Otherwise, you may do this wrong. Just so you know. Simple enough, right? If you follow my steps, you'll be able to get that done, not a problem. Okay, inside here, we have a huge problem.
The portal fruit should grow on this tree. There's something wrong with it.
As you can see, there is something going on and wrong here. So, we're going to find out.
Help! We are dying! Why did everyone disappear? Why is no one caring for us?
It's the holidays now. The head of the greenhouse has left. She asked to send someone here, but it seems like none of the students excelled in botany.
Did they leave us to die? Why are you here? Can you help us?
I need a portal fruit, but the tree is in really bad condition.
Help us. Find out how to put our greenhouse in order. We will make the fruit ripen instantly.
The infection spreads through the greenhouse from this plant. I need to take a sample, but it can be poisonous, so I need gloves.
So, yeah. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and grab these gloves. And then we're going to go ahead and use set gloves in the zoomed area by
I
pulling
need to
out.
get rid of the infected branches before even more plants are affected.
So, there's 15 in all, so we're going to go ahead and try to find every single last one of these branches. So then that way we can take care of what the main cause may be. Okay? There's one more somewhere. And
There's
there
a
it is.
microscope in Marin's office. If I look through the microscope at the infected branch, I can find the cause of the disease and figure out how to help the plants.
Okay. So with that, before we continue here, we're going to go ahead and get the collectibles while we're at it. Okay? So the morphing object is actually hidden, so we need to figure out where it's sitting, for that matter. And morphing object is right there. Okay? So now, we need to go ahead and go to Marin's office. Let's go in here. Let's go over here, like right into here. Let's place down the infected branch. Now, if you do this correctly, you'll be able to see the actual bug itself.
The library may have more information on how to deal with these pests.
Alright, so it looks like we have a particular bug and pest. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to set library to find out what we need to do to get rid of it. Okay, so it's a bug and pest, right? So we are going to go all the way over here to the tree image. Okay, we're going to go down here, grab this, and it says Garden Pests of the Lost Lands. Okay, so now that was what, number 4? Let's go ahead and go in here. It's a crack-winged aphid. So we need, let's see, insecticide on the affected plants.
Marin has some ingredients from the list in his office.
So we need to find 2 petals of volcanic flower, 10 mystical mushrooms, and alcohol, it seems. And also belladonna seeds. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and go all the way back out yet again. Whee! Shoop. Alright. Let's see here. So now, we're going to go ahead and go into the greenhouse. Okay, we're going to go over here to this. We're going to go ahead and place this small leaf. We're going to place that there. And also, Flalings are a rare race of the Lost Lands. Creatures look like flowers, but have intellect and speech. So they stay put right where they're sprouted. So we will do the full-on session of each page and reading every manuscript, since there's 10 of them, so it shouldn't be that long. So, who knows. Okay, so, with that, so, we're gonna go ahead and go to the plains, since there's a lot of stuff we need to do here. However, we need to go to the river. Okay, so we need to go over here. Okay. So, we're gonna go over here. We need some sort of tool, and that pickaxe may come in handy. So we got a troll stone. So we're gonna leave the pickaxe there, because you never know, we might need that at some point again. Okay, we're gonna leave it there for now. Okay, so now we've got the troll stone, so we're gonna kind of work with what we have. There's still something here we need to do, so what's the point? Okay. I might need a hint. It's saying I need to go here. Why? It's saying I need to go here. Oh, yeah. We got that paper, didn't we? Alright, ruin drawing. Sweet. That's what we needed to do. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got the ruin drawing. So that's good. Forgot about that, apparently. How would I not remember that? That's the funny thing. And no, I have not played this game yet, and it's kind of surprising that I would be forgetting something that I would not even know about. So, with that, let's see here. Okay, let's go ahead and grind up this stone just a tad bit. Alright, so we need to place this paper on top. However, after that, there is something else here we need to do. I'm not sure what else we need to do. Oh yeah, the alcohol. Yep. Okay, we're done here. Alright, we need to go to the Marin's yard, because even though these things right down here was intriguing. So, let's go ahead and Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna grab this leaf though. And then this last one sits right there. Alright, so we have all mushrooms, but we're gonna open up this book, put these mushrooms into said book. Now we can check that off the list. Beautiful. Alright, now the volcanic leaf is this thing right here.
It's not easy to tear out the red-hot petals. It's better to do it with tongs. I have already seen them somewhere.
And that somewhere is at the excavation site. So we're gonna go back yet again. Let's go over here, grab these tongs while we're at it. Alright, so once we got the tongs, we can go back into Marin's hut. Okay, go right here, zoom in. And then grab these tongs. Grab 2 of these things. Volcanic flower. Grab this book. And then, okay, we need to place the alcohol now. Just like that, we need the belladonna seeds now. And once we have everything we need, then that would mean only one thing now. Then that means we can finally make this particular recipe. But we have to follow the steps correctly, just be honest. So, now this took me a while to understand this puzzle. So, to bring everything into place is that you have to do it in the correct sequence, in the exact way. So, okay? So as you can see, it's a little bit of a difficult puzzle. But difficult is nothing compared to having a good puzzle, right? Well, so the only thing is having part of this puzzle being easy to do once you know what you're doing, for that matter. So, we're going to go ahead and bring that here, bring this down, bring that up, put that here, then put this here. Now, this gets interesting because you're trying to put the exact part of the pieces in the correct slots. And that can be annoying at times if you're not sure what you're doing. So, hey, what's different? But there shouldn't be anything in the center, though. So you have to keep in mind, when you're doing such puzzle, you have to keep in mind, if you're doing this, you gotta make sure you know where things go. Practically speaking. Okay? So you gotta make sure you know what you're doing. Otherwise, it's not gonna look good in your perspective here. As you can see, this and this are in the wrong spots, while the rest are in the correct spots. So I might have to come back and actually do this, because I ran out of time. So if you like this video, please leave me a like and also a comment, and also subscribe for more of these videos. In 2 weeks you'll be seeing this again, because next week will be Super Smash Ultimate, the endless series of the tournaments. So you'll be seeing that next week. So until then, I am your host, SurvivalMan1, and I'll catch you guys next week on Tuesday for more of the Super Smash Ultimate. Until then, peace.